good morning, and welcome to the Gay Basel West Library Toddler Tales. As you can see, we're at the Rhine, and it's a nice sunny day, and there are swans and ducks, but I'm going to read to you a story today, Frog and Toad All Year, by Arnold, Lobel, with permission by the author. And today, I'm going to ask you a quick question before we start. Do you know the difference between a toad and a frog? I had to think about this one too, because toad and frog are friends, and the difference between the two is toad is smaller and frog has longer legs. This is true of all frogs and toads have warty skin, so their skin is bumpy, and frog skin is nice and smooth. Also, frogs hibernate in the winter when it's cold. So now that it's becoming spring and getting warmer, we might see them starting to come out. So have a quick look. Okay, here's the story. The first story we're going to read is called The Corner. Frog and Toad were caught in the rain. They ran to Frog's house. "I'm all wet," said Toad. "The day is spoiled." "Oh, have some tea and cake," said Frog. "The rain will stop. If you stand near the stove, your clothes will soon be very dry." "And I'll tell your story while we're waiting," said Frog. "Oh, good," said Toad. "When I was small, not much bigger than a pollywog," said Frog, "my father said to me, 'Son, this is a cold gray day, but spring is just around the corner.' I wanted spring to come. I went out to find the corner. I walked down a path in the woods until I came to a corner. I went around the corner to see if spring was on the other side. Do you think it was? Spring starts officially tomorrow." "And was it?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only a pine tree, 3 pebbles, and some dry grass. I walked in the meadow, and soon I came to another corner. I went around the corner to see if spring was there." "Did you find it?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only an old worm asleep on a tree trunk." "I walked along the river, just like we are today, until I came to another corner. I went around the corner to look for spring." "Was it there?" asked Toad. "No," said Frog. "There was only some wet mud and a lizard who was chasing his tail." "Well, you must have been tired," said Toad. "I was very tired," said Frog. "And then it started to rain. And then I went back home. When I got there," said Frog, "I found another corner. It was the corner of my house." "Did you go around it?" asked Toad. "I went around the corner too," said Frog. "What did you see?" asked Toad. "I saw the sun coming out," said Frog. "I saw the birds sitting and singing in the tree." Can you see them? Maybe those are his parents. "I saw my mother and my father working in their garden, and I saw flowers in the garden." "You found it!" cried Toad. "Yeah," said Frog. "I was very happy. I had found the corner that spring was just around." "Look, Frog," said Toad, "you were right. The rain has stopped." Frog and Toad hurried outside. They ran around the corner of Frog's house to make sure that spring had come again. And that's the end of that story. And if you'd like, I'll read you another story from Frog and Toad about something I love. And I have a feeling maybe you'll love it too. Even on cold days, it's delicious. This story, are you ready? Is called Ice Cream. One hot summer day. Now we're just in spring, so summer isn't here yet, but it's coming. One hot summer day, Frog and Toad sat by the pond. I wish we had some sweet, cold ice cream, said Frog. What a good idea, said Toad. Wait right here, Frog. I'll be right back. Toad went to the store and he brought 2 big ice cream cones. Toad licked one of the cones. Frog likes chocolate best, said Toad, and so do I. He has huge ice cream cones. Toad walked along the path. A large, soft drop of chocolate ice cream slipped down his arm. This ice cream is melting in the sun, said Toad. Toad walked faster. Many drops of melting ice cream flew through the air. They fell down on Toad's head. I must hurry and get back to Frog, he cried. Uh-oh, I don't know if he's gonna make it to Frog in time. More and more of the ice cream was melting. It dripped down on Toad's jacket. It splattered on his hands and on his feet. Where is the path? Cried Toad. I can't see it. Oh no, look at the ice cream. Frog sat by the pond waiting for Toad. A mouse ran by. I just saw something awful, cried the mouse. It was big and brown. Something covered with sticks and leaves is moving this way, cried Squirrel. Here comes that thing with the horns, shouted a rabbit. Run for your life. What can it be? Asked Frog. I have no idea. Frog hid behind a rock. He saw the thing coming. It was big and brown, and it was covered with sticks and leaves, and it had 2 big horns. Frog, cried the thing. Where are you? Good heavens, said Frog. That thing is Toad. Toad fell into the pond. He sank right to the bottom and he came up again. Oh, drat, said Toad. All of our sweet, cold ice cream is washed away. Never mind, said Frog. I know what we'll do. Frog and Toad quickly ran back to the store. Then they sat in the shade of a large tree and they ate their chocolate ice cream cones together. That looks delicious. And that's the end of the story. And that's Frog and Toad all year. So we read about spring and summer, and there are 4 seasons in every year. Winter, spring, summer, and fall. And we're just about to go into spring, and then will come summer. And I hope you've had a nice day today on the Rhine and taking a little walk through the Gellert neighborhood with the St. Alban tour, with the ducks and the swans and the seagulls. And I wish you all a lovely day. Thank you for coming to Toddler Tales. Hello and welcome to Toddler Tales. Today, as you can see, we're going to do a craft, which is making spring flowers. I'll show you exactly what you need and exactly how to make them. But it's an easy, fun craft and a nice way to celebrate spring, which will start officially on Saturday, March 20th. Here we go, get ready. Hello, as you can see on my table, I have a few art supplies and a pretty picture. I'm going to show you today how to make a craft for spring, just in time for spring. We're going to make some spring flowers, and the flowers that I've made are tulips. So I'm going to go around the table and show you all the supplies that you need, and make sure whenever you're doing an art project that you have a friend or a big helper to help you, okay? So I'll show you exactly what you need. You're going to need scissors, but please be careful with your scissors and always have an adult help you. Scissors. You will need a toilet paper roll. It's also good for making music, but that's not what we're doing today. We're going to need this. We're going to need a paintbrush. Any paintbrush, any size will do. You will need a colored pencil in green. You will need some kind of paint, and you can see the mess that I have here. I have 2 colors of paint, pink and purple. And these guys are just waiting to be used. You will need, put this back here, a little cup of water. And I'll show you what you do with that in just a minute, okay? So to get started, have a quick look at what you'll be making today. And then I'll show you exactly how to make one of your own, okay? So I'm going to put this over here for now. And what you're going to do with the help of a grandmom or a mom or a dad or a big helper is you're going to cut your roll just any size you like. It doesn't matter. And that's because flowers are like people and they come in all different shapes and sizes. That makes them unique and special. So we're going to take this and almost try to shape it like a teardrop, okay? And then this is where the magic begins, okay? So with your paint, you'll take, excuse me, the end and you'll put it in here and just dip it in and get the whole base of it a little bit in paint. We're going to start with our pink. And as you can see, the bottom has paint on it. Then what you do is you just put it on your paper and press down just a little bit. And then you pick it up and you press down again. And if you need more paint, you can dip it back in the paint. Can you see? And if you need a bit more, you go like this. And then you do 3. This is like a tulip. We're trying to make a tulip flower. There's a lot of tulips in Switzerland right now, and Holland is famous for their tulips. But you just press down about 3 little, we're making the tulip leaves here. Just press them down. You pull it up. And then if you have any color you'd like, I'm using today purple and pink. But if you have red or yellow or orange or pink, use those colors, any color you want. You can even mix up the colors because sometimes flowers have different colors. And you're just going to do this. And then we have a lot of purple paint, so we're going to use more of it down here. And guess what I'm wearing? Can you see? I'm wearing an apron just in case my paint goes somewhere, it won't ruin my clothes. So if you have an apron like I do, you might want to go ahead and use that. Now, what you need to do is you will take your paintbrush. I have a paintbrush here. And you're going to get your paintbrush in a little bit of water. So now I have a wet paintbrush, and this is where the magic happens. Now I take it and I spread the paint around. And that makes it look like a really special flower with lots of nice colors. Can you see this? This is what we're making. It's a beautiful flower. This one is special because it has pink and purple. And you can do that here as well. You just spread the colors. You can get some more water. And just spread the colors around, and all of them look special and different. Maybe you want to leave it like this. You don't have to color it in, but I like to see what colors come out. This one is very dark purple, which is nice. And just spread it around. It's like coloring, but with paint. Instead of colors or crayons, you can color with paint. Now I'm going to dip it in some more water, kind of spread that around, and then just spread this one. This one's going to be a light purple flower. I think I want this one light purple. And what we're going to do once we color in all the beautiful flowers is we'll put our paintbrush to the side in a safe place so it doesn't make a big mess. And now, what do all flowers need? They need stems. So with our green colored pencil, just draw little lines for stems. Okay, this is fun and easy. We make some more stems down here. You can make a thick stem if you want, and you just have to color it in a bit more. If you want it to be a darker green, you just have to color in a bit more. This stem is going to be silly and go all the way down here. And this stem might be short and a little curved. So that's what you do with your colored pencil. You can also do this with a marker. You may also do it with a marker. And once you've finished, look what a beautiful picture you have. You have a beautiful picture of 4 tulips, 1, 2, 3, 4, and they come in different colors. So maybe you used red, maybe you used yellow, or pink, or purple like I did. Maybe you used orange. Every color is beautiful. And now you have a craft that you can give to a friend.